And the Trump administration also looking to rewrite the rules in New York City. The Department of Transportation is moving to end the city's congestion pricing program, which charged drivers who travel in the busiest parts of Manhattan. The move met with quick backlash from New York transit officials, calling the actions, quote, unlawful, as they sue to keep tolls in place. NewsNation's Alicia Nieves has more from New York. So, Alicia, would you mind taking us through this? What is the DOT saying about these updates?
Yeah, good morning. Well, if you look behind me, kind of these poles with the red dots on them, those are the actual congestion pricing tolls. It's the heart of this kind of new battle between the White House and the Trump administration, Department of Transportation, and the city of New York. Those tolls charging drivers about $9 each time they enter the heart of the city. Secretary Duffy calling this a move and these congestion tolls a slap in the face to working class Americans and small businesses here in New York City. In a letter actually sent to Governor Kathy Hochul just yesterday, the Secretary of Transportation said under the Federal Aid Road Act of 1916, all roads constructed with federal aid are to be free from tolls with few exceptions. An exception was granted last year in November for New York City's congestion tolling, but now the DOT under the new administration is rescinding that. Transportation Secretary Duffy citing two main reasons for this decision. He says it is unprecedented that a tolling system provides no free option for drivers who want or need to get into the city. And the reasons for the tolling appears to be driven by the need to raise revenue for the city's mass transit system and not actually to reduce congestion. He even pointed out the toll rate, as I noted a moment ago, being set at $9. That's to hit MTA revenue targets. So the DOT in that letter says it's going to work with the state to start unraveling or undoing these tolling systems. But unfortunately, right now, for drivers that are passing through here, this toll is still in place. Kelly.
Yeah, and Alicia, ending the program is certainly easier said than done. What's New York doing to keep the administration from essentially pulling the plug?
Yeah, so literally within minutes of getting this letter, we know that the MTA, the Mass Transit Authority here in New York City, as you noted a moment ago, filed a lawsuit against the Department of Transportation trying to stop this. The MTA calling the Trump administration's effort in that court filing unlawful and said the court should declare the effort, quote, null and void. Now, Governor Hochul made a point to respond to the president's Victory Lap post on Truth Social, where he declared the congestion pricing in New York City is dead, calling himself the king who saved Manhattan and all of New York.
New York hasn't labored under a king in over 250 years. And we are not. We sure as hell are not going to start now.
Yeah, and the governor also adding there a blunt statement to the Trump administration saying, quote, we will see you in court, and declared that New York City's tolling system, this congestion pricing, going to stay in place until the proceedings or during the proceedings of this now new lawsuit between the Trump administration and New York City. Kelly.
Yeah, certainly a hot button issue. All right, Alicia, thank you for the update.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.